Hold on tight. Because what just tore apart Yandy and Mendeecees' supposedly ideal marriage is so scandalous that even Mona Scott-Young is likely reconsidering her reality TV insurance policy. Did you really think this man, who once made jail time into a brand deal, was going to keep his zipper zipped forever? So, gossip lovers, get ready because Yandy Smith, the self-proclaimed queen of loyalty hashtags and family goals, selfies, has just slammed the door on Mendeecees. Is it true that she stormed out mid-shoot, threw her ring in the closest trash can, and called up her lawyer before Mona could even yell cut? Yes, that Jasmine is the same one whose baby bump keeps coming back like a horror movie sequel that no one asked for. Why did Yandy finally say boy-bye after years of covering up his mess? Who leaked the receipts that broke her last nerve? Will make the cheating rumors from last season seem like a bedtime story. Get your popcorn, hide your loyalty and hope that your man's direct messages are cleaner than men's, because this meltdown is just getting started. Alright, grab some leftover popcorn from Mendeecees' scandal. And get ready, because the tea brewing behind Yandy's perfect Instagram reels is hotter than anything Starbucks has ever dared to serve. You think you know the scandal, sweetie, but you're only half of it. Rewind this mess because before Yandy dramatically slammed the door on Mendeecees, the writing was plastered all over the walls of the mansion, the walls of the Airbnb that was rented, and the hotel lobbies where Jasmine kept showing up like a bad advertisement that you couldn't avoid. Now, here's the thing about Mendeecees, oops I did it again Harris. Ever since his Love and Hip Hop debut, he has been serving charm with a dash of drama. This man didn't just cheat though. He made it into a brand. Then there's Jasmine. Oh Jasmine, some people say she's the villain, while others insist she's the victim of a charming talking con artist in Gucci slides. In any case, this girl knows exactly which reality TV buttons to push her entrance. Back in the day, Yandy played the supportive ride-or-die wife, while he experimented with courtroom cameos and motivational speaking engagements for troubled youth. Irony at its best, fans called them black love goals, forgetting that this man's loyalty was about as stable as his parole. She reportedly sat next to Mendeecees at a charity gala wearing a dress so tight that the tablecloth required therapy afterward. Fast forward to a few late-night business meetings, and boom, baby bump rumors that just wouldn't go away, no matter how many non-disclosure agreements floated around. However, Yandy is no fool. At least she didn't want to be on. She continued to post family photos, cryptic forgiveness is growth quotes, and even shot down cheating rumors on reunion specials while the public supported her more than the IRS during tax season. To be honest, you can't blame her because her VH1 checks don't deposit themselves, and portraying herself as the devoted wife was half of her brand. However, this is where things go from being trashy to being completely nuclear. Jasmine wasn't satisfied with whispered rumors any longer. She wanted a paycheck, a spin-off, or both. And she knew exactly how to get it. How she wanted a paycheck: by making sure the world saw her as the Jasmine had been hoarding voice notes, direct messages, and awkward hotel selfies for months. She had even boasted to her ex-friend that if Yandy ever betrayed her, she would turn Mendeecees' entire redemption story into a viral circus. Well, spoiler alert, that day arrived. It began with a leaked screenshot of Jasmine relaxing in a hotel bed with a very familiar tattoo. Let's call the source Anonymous Carl because even Carl doesn't want to be involved in this claim. The image of her arm draped across her belly appeared on Twitter, TikTok, and then every shady gossip page with a pulse. The caption read, "He's mine too, sis." The internet went crazy, and Yandy had to pack his bags and his mama's not men's back at it like he never left prison. Sis needed to call Mona and get that solo spin-off ASAP. Yandy's public relations team worked harder than eggs at a Waffle House on Sunday morning. Fans didn't need to hear anything more because Jasmine was doing what she does best, posting cryptic TikToks with captions like "Some truths can't stay hidden forever." Meanwhile, they claimed Photoshop, then an old picture, and finally, when more pictures appeared, some of which had new timestamps and a suspicious room service receipt, they simply went silent. They bombarded her comments with everything from pitchfork emojis to prayer hands, and Mendeecees, the man who used to give heartfelt speeches about being a better man for his children, deleted posts, turned off comments, and, rumor has it, even turned off his phone and couch-hopped between cousins' basements until he could figure out how to turn this latest tragedy into another sympathy tour. But you know who wasn't keeping quiet? Yandy. Word on the street is that when this woman is finished. She's done. According to inside sources, Yandy called her lawyer from the car and made reservations for herself and the kids at a hotel as soon as she saw Jasmine's comfortable hotel selfie appear on her Explore feed. She packed a single Louis V bag, grabbed her kids, and left the Atlanta home before Mendeecees could hit her with another apology, bouquet, and a lengthy speech about growth. Under a false identity to avoid the paparazzi and Jasmine's Instagram stories, because if she was going to ruin this marriage, she wasn't going to give Mona Scott Young free footage for the upcoming season. Jasmine was practically drinking champagne. As Yandy was planning her big departure, she posted a series of petty Instagram stories, each one more petty than the last, showcasing mysterious baby items, half-faced mystery men, and one suspicious ultrasound photo framed. Mendeecees, the man in the center of the hurricane, remained hidden next to a stack of $100 bills. If subtlety were an Olympic sport, Jasmine would always place the dead last. His social media accounts became darker than a Kardashian's ex after a breakup, but not dark enough because of a small phone accident that left a voicemail that no one was prepared for. It contained a muffled but very clear Mendeecees whispering, "Look, just keep quiet a little longer, okay? She can't prove nothing if you stay low." The internet exploded once more, and fan pages for How to Lose a Wife in 10 Lies began comparing voice notes like forensic analysts on CSI Atlanta. The hashtags that went viral were hashtag Mendeecees, CES's trash hash team Yandy, hashtag ab mama drama, hashtag protect Yandy at all costs. Yandy's resolve became stronger with each trending tag, and she wasn't just going to leave, she was going to make sure that Mendeecees' next reunion appearance included a financial audit, a paternity test, and perhaps, if Jasmine played her cards right, a spin-off called How to Lose a Wife in 10 Lies. But wait, because Jasmine was about to do something that turned this mess from tabloid trash to full-blown courtroom reality TV gold. Trust me, you'll want your phone charged for what comes next. Imagine this. Yandy is out here calling her divorce lawyer Mendeecees Mia somewhere, in a cousin's basement, probably practicing fake tears for the reunion. And Jasmine, because to her, this isn't just a scandal, it's a storyline, a payday, and her personal revenge tour wrapped in a baby bump and flawlessly laminated lashes. Jasmine is about to pull the ultimate Uno on the whole thing. The morning after that voice note leak, she did what any chaos queen would do. She posted an unexpected Instagram live without a makeup team or fancy ring light, just her wearing an oversized Fashion Nova hoodie, with a suspiciously inflated midsection and a smirk that shouted, "This is going to break the internet." More than 50,000 inquisitive fans descended upon her live stream, and comment sections erupted like Times Square. "Show the bump, sis. Drop the DNA results, Yandy deserves better," and Jasmine soaked it up like an Alistair on the red carpet. She began to cry slowly and dramatically while discussing betrayal on both sides and how she never intended to hurt anyone. Fan pages reposted clips of the live broadcast before Jasmine even concluded it, tagging Mona Scott Young and demanding a reunion episode titled Yandy vs. Jasmine. Meanwhile, her anonymous source read, her bestie Kima, who can't stay quiet, to save her life, screen shared a few DMs in the comments allegedly Mendeecees begging Jasmine to stay low until the reunion check clears. Fans ate it up like midnight snacks. 10 minutes after the live stream ended, Jasmine posted a carousel of screenshots. One of them showed a Cash App transaction labeled for the Baby Babe BottleBot. Another was an old hotel booking confirmation under an alias that just so happened to match one Mendeecees used on a club flyer back in 2015. The third, well, it was only a partial one. The final showdown, however, wasn't finished because you know what's more valuable than messy live rants, cold hard Jasmine's receipts proof. A woman can only conceal the truth for so long. According to a sonogram with her name tagged and a huge caption, this caused every gossip page to go crazy, the Shade Room to be reposted on Twitter, and TikTok creators to stitch the drama into mini soap operas with dramatic background music. Meanwhile, poor Yandy's remained silent on social media, with no tweets, cryptic Instagram quotes, or even a passive-aggressive story that was disparaging Jasmine. One insider, who will call her cousin Tasha, not Tasha K, revealed to a gossip blog that Yandy wasn't just abandoning Mendeecees emotionally. She was also going to leave him financially bankrupt? Apparently, Yandy hired a forensic accountant to look into every suspicious dollar that slipped through their joint business accounts, from mentorship programs to community events. Yandy's silence was more devastating than a breakup song in the middle of the night. but there was a hurricane brewing behind that silence. Word has it that she intends to file for divorce and sue Mendeecees for fraud, alleging that he used family funds to finance Jasmine's hush-money shopping sprees and those dubious wellness retreats where no wellness ever occurred unless you count naked pillow talk and fresh baby drama as wellness. Mendeecees is still ghosting Yandy, according to sources, who also claimed that he attempted to reintroduce a dramatic "please let's talk like adults" message into Yandy's text messages. VH1 executives reportedly smelt the ratings gold from 10 blocks away when she left him on red, when his PR team suggested a public apology. Mendeecees allegedly fired back, saying, "I'm still the father of her other kids. You can't make this up actually, you can, we are. But you get the point." Meanwhile, insiders claim that Mona Scott Young called an emergency production meeting as soon as Jasmine's live went viral on the internet. She wants leaked whiteboard cameras on every angle, Yandy packing. A junior producer even leaked a picture of the whiteboard in Mona's office, which said, "Get Yandy on camera crying equals ratings. Jasmine pregnancy test equals double ratings. Mendeecees apology equals viral clip." Because in the love and hip-hop universe, loyalty is optional, but scandal is required. Up the house, Mendeecees pouting on a borrowed air mattress. Jasmine getting glum for her next confession, Yandy's last straw, love lies, and receipts. Fans are so invested in this case that they are making PowerPoint slides that track timestamps, hotel addresses, and Cash App usernames like FBI interns with too much free time. One viral TikTok even plotted the timeline of Jasmine's bump growth versus Mendeecees' travel dates. Spoiler alert, the math doesn't work out in Mendeecees' favor, and the brands are anxious. The biggest twist occurred 2 nights ago when Jasmine, intoxicated, posted a blurry boomerang at a fancy Atlanta steakhouse. Guess his arm was in the corner of that clip, a tattoo that fans instantly recognized as Mendeecees' infamous arm piece within. One children's hair care collaboration reportedly asked her to take a mental health break from content for the reason that we don't want to be dragged into baby mama court. In the meantime, Yandy's close friend posted an exclusive to a minor gossip site, claiming that Yandy had already moved her kids to her mother's house, changed her Netflix passwords, and shut off all of the cards that Mendeecees could use to complain and dine with Jasmine once more. If that isn't a modern breakup, I don't know what is. Screenshots of minutes flooded Twitter, claiming that she's still seeing him and that she's not pregnant. Jasmine, Yandy, Mendeecees, a rented penthouse, 3 cameras, and Mona Scott Young, whispering into a headset behind a fake potted plant, are all set to cross paths at a surprise shoot this weekend. Insiders say Jasmine is planning to drop a final bombshell right there, the full printed DNA report to rub in Yandy's face on camera for maximum impact. However, rumors have it that Yandy's lawyer may crash the shoot to serve Mendeecees with divorce. Before the reunion special even airs, grab your popcorn, grab a charger, and hope your Wi-Fi holds steady, because what happens inside that penthouse might just break the internet. However, don't blink, because as Yandy's Uber pulls up to that building, her phone is about to crash. Imagine the memes. Imagine the meltdown. Imagine Mendeecees' expression when he realizes that both women he tried to balance are about to bury him financially, emotionally, and possibly legally. The lift dings. The penthouse door swings open and the love and hip-hop gods must be laughing somewhere, because what's about to happen inside this expensive suite is not even close to the wildest reunion brawl. Yandy leaves the lift calm on the outside, but a storm on the inside, with her lawyer on speed dial and her hair slicked back. The final explosion is about to go off, and here we are, the money trail, and a folder so tightly gripped that it could as well be a weapon, because, guess what? Yandy has been gathering her own receipts, the money trail, while Jasmine has been showing off sonograms and shady dinners. Inside, Jasmine lounges on the velvet sofa as if she owns the place. She's dressed for battle in a cropped blazer that conveniently shows just enough bump to keep fans arguing in the comments later. On the one hand, she has her DNA-proof phone ready to go live again if things pop off. In the other, manila envelope, the so-called DNA evidence that Mendeecees is in fact the father of baby number. Who knows now? Mendeecees is literally perspiring in the corner, wearing sunglasses indoors. This is a classic guilty move, and he's whispering to a VH1 producer, who is attempting to turn this disaster into yet another redemption story. Good luck with that, King. The temperature drops a solid 10 for a heartbeat the instant Yandy and Jasmine lock eyes. It's quiet enough that you can hear Mona Scott Young whispering to her cameraman, "Zoom in now." Then, with a smirk, Jasmine lifts her envelope like a trophy and purrs. I told you he's mine too, sis. Yandy's receipts few. If Jasmine had paid the rent, she would be a billionaire, but Yandy doesn't bat an eye. She places her folder on the glass table with a loud thunk, and within are printouts of every suspicious withdrawal, mentorship expense that somehow ended up paying for Jasmine's spa days, and a tidy timeline that links Mendeecees' bank account to Jasmine's Instagram flex posts. Go ahead and show your receipts, Yandy says, voice calm but deadly. I brought mine too. And trust DNA envelope, mine hit harder. A production assistant in the corner tries to stop a squeal. This is reality TV gold. Jasmine's eyes flicker for a brief moment, but she quickly recovers. She throws the DNA envelope on the table. Yandy doesn't appear to be affected. The internet wishes it could be a fly on that penthouse wall right now because of fake tears. As soon as Mendeecees opens that folder, his last bit of coolness evaporates faster than the alcohol on his breath. He flips through page after page. Wire transfers, ATM. Instead, she slides her folder closer to Mendeecees and says, I'm almost bored. Read every page because when I leave this room, you and your business partner here can figure out how to explain it to the judge. Each line item is a nail in the coffin of his reformed family man brand. Jasmine tries to butt in, waving her sonogram like a flag of innocence, but Yandy interrupts her with a laugh so cold it could freeze her fake tears, mid-rip. Congratulations, the meltdown. Keep him, but you won't keep my money, not a dime. And, you point directly at when Yandy's legal team finishes cleaning him up. Mendeecees, who is now perspiring like he's back on the witness stand, says, you can beg, lie, or cry. I'm done. My lawyer is waiting downstairs with the papers. A camera pans in on Jasmine's face as it hits her. The hush money dried up, and Mendeecees says, well, he might still be the father. But he's about to be a father with no brand deals, no wife, and no place to hide. This causes a meltdown. Mendeecees tries one final Hail Mary apology, his voice cracking sunglasses slipping down his nose. He babbles about making mistakes, saying, family first, I'll fix the final bomb this baby please. But Yandy just watches him ride like the protagonist of his own cautionary tale. Jasmine, realizing that her leverage is eroding more quickly than her carefully curated Instagram narrative snaps, goes on a tirade about the condo he promised to buy, and how Yandy should thank her for revealing the truth. It's a chaotic swirl of crocodile. Yandy is done entertaining the audience, so it doesn't matter. She picks up her folder, checks her phone, and then, without turning around, drops the final bomb. VH1 can keep your drama. VH1 can keep your drama. I'll keep my dignity. Good luck to both of you, you'll need it. She leaves with, cut no keep rolling this, whispered by Mona Scott Young inside, as the door slams shut on years of lies, leaks, and late-night side pieces. As the sun sets in Atlanta, Twitter is trending with hashtags like fans rally behind Yandy #Yandy1 #Mendeecees, who #Team Yandy forever #Jasmine Ed. Outside, Yandy's lawyer is waiting with a new stack of paperwork. Divorce, filing fraud claim, asset freeze, Jasmine's name circled in neon highlighter. Next to a potential co-conspirator, welcome to the reality show you can't unsubscribe from, folks. Like a vengeful army, fans jump in support of Yandy. One rapper tweets, ain't no way my sis deserve this, queens don't beg, they replace. Hourly updates are posted on blogs, and YouTubers analyze every angle, frame by frame, making money off of Mendeecees' downfall in sharp 4K. Meanwhile, Jasmine attempts to spin a sympathetic angle by doing another live voiceover, trembling with tears, and claiming that she was duped by a man who promised her the world. However, this time, the fans aren't. Yandy, on the other hand, is busy reclaiming her brand. She releases a sleek black and white photo shoot titled Unbothered, the new chapter. She announces a partnership with a top lawyer to help. Buying it, comments flood her feed. Girl, we saw the receipts. You wanted clout, you got bills instead. Mendeecees. He reappears days later, in a half-baked notes app apology, promising to do right by all his kids and respect the mother of his children. Our queen is winning Yandy for president. Next reunion, Yandy, laughing on her way to the bank. Next reunion, so here we are. Jasmine's scam backfired, Mendeecees lost his crown, and Yandy didn't just leave the marriage, she left with the bag, the fans, and her peace of mind. Women financially protect themselves in marriage. She even teases a podcast called Trust But Verify because nothing monetizes heartbreak faster than a rebranded healing journey. So to everyone who thought Yandy would forgive again, Sorry, not this season. This time, the queen left the building and slammed the door so hard that Jasmine and Mendeecees might never find the keys again. But trust me, this isn't the last time you'll hear from her, because in the world of love and hip-hop, karma might take its sweet time. But when it does, oh baby, it comes with receipts, camera crews and a brand new NDA waiting to be signed. If you made it through every twist and turn of this story, congratulations! Your tolerance for secondhand scandal is officially stronger than Mendeecees' loyalty ever was. Now, before you hit the comments with your hot takes, stop and consider whether Yandy made the right decision by leaving. Should she have dragged Jasmine to court right away? Or did she play it smart by hitting him where it hurt? Stay petty and remember that loyalty may be optional, but a good lawyer is non-negotiable. Is Mona Scotty Young already drafting a spin-off contract titled Yandy, Single Unbothered, and Paid? If not, someone better tag her right away. I want to hear it all from you messy detectives in the comments. Who do you think will cash out first? Mendeecees or Jasmine with her Hush Baby storyline when the child support bills start coming in like unpaid parking tickets? Are you prepared for the next round of receipts when Jasmine unavoidably leaks her maternity photo shoot with Mendeecees lurking in the background like a cheap bodyguard? Don't be shy and share your most outrageous conspiracies below. Should Yandy forgive him for the cameras one last time, or move on and let Jasmine handle his emotional baggage and baby wipes? Everyone is shady. Believe me, when Mona is planning the next reunion surprise, she reads every single comment. If you're a sucker for brutal divorces and secret loving side ladies, hit the like button. That was just slammed by Yandy.